Hello, angel babies. I am back. Oh, wait, let me turn my light on. Okay, now I'm back with another VR. It's BB, by the way. I don't know if I always say my name in the intros, but I probably should. My VR today is to Meadowlark Mystic. This is an old VR prompt, and it is Rainbow Decks. It was from a couple years ago, and it's been revived. So I think the first person I saw do it again was Amidst the Gray, but don't quote me. I'll link a few videos below of this tag. So the prompt is to use instinct and kind of quickly just go with your gut. So that's what I'm doing. And these are very much based off of the color, not just the energy. But I think that color is energy, right? So we can relate it. And I guess there are standard physiological and psychological reactions to color, but there are also our own interpretations too. So for red, I chose the Crimson Asteria Tarot because it's red. It even has red in the name. It's very luxe. It has red edging and red backs, and it also has red art. So this deck for me represents passion, romance. For me, even there's a certain type of serenity to red because this is, I think, one of two cards that has blue in it. It feels at home. I'm an Aries moon. Aries is associated with the color red. And so this feels very comforting to me. It feels very loving. It feels enveloping. And I know that red doesn't always feel this way, but to me, red feels like home. We're getting in some oranges and pinks there, but we won't. I mean, not every deck that I chose has only one color in it. I think the nature of these drawings too, with the delicacy, kind of adds to that romance for me. And strength and depth. I think that there's depth and life in red. So Crimson Asteria is my red selection. Okay, my orange pick is the She-Wolf Tarot. I don't remember which edition this is, but it's a later one. I used to have the first or second edition. Let's see if it says. Oh, it does not say. Maybe it says on the bottom of the box. No, it does not. Oh well. So this is the She-Wolf Tarot by Serpent Fire, and I chose it for orange because A, it does have a lot of orange in it, and B, it feels like orange is like the color of life and vitality and creativity and action. And I feel like this deck has a lot of that. This deck has a lot of, even if it has, still figures, it has a lot of vitality and energetic movement in its images. This deck doesn't make you want to sit at rest. It wants you to get up and go. That's what it feels like to me. A lot of sunset vibes. Some of these are sunrise vibes, but even this is a meditative state, but it feels so vibrational. And I feel like orange is a very vibrational color. Yes, like scream it out. You're on my channel, you're gonna see nudity, okay? I know, I don't know if that gets old, but I feel like I have to say it every time because this might be your first video. If it's your first video, I apologize, but like this is what we do here. So, you know. And if this isn't your first time and you've heard me say it a million times, I apologize again, but there are noobs and we have to help. We have to let them know. Okay, so the she-wolf is my pick for orange. Sorry, that was loud. I was putting the cards back in the box. My yellow pick is the Star Spinner Tarot, and I associate yellow, which I think most people do, with joy and hope and imagination. I love that there are little yellow stars all over this deck. Is that a yellow one? Yeah. There's something youthful about yellow, like a baby chick. And I find that yellow is kind of a common theme in this deck. Even though this is a rainbow deck in itself. I love that crown and I love that bunny. Oh my gosh, and the flowers look like gardenias. Oh, so cool. I have a weird relationship with this deck. Some cards I'm like meh, and other cards I'm crazy about, and I have talked about making this an oracle deck because sometimes the definition of the card in my mind doesn't match up to the image, and then I struggle. And I've also like tried rehoming this and like haven't had much luck, and so it's just, I guess, meant to be mine. I mean, it is really, really adorable, and I do like the art style. So anyway, this is my yellow deck. And it definitely does bring joy and kind of key me into my youthful side. My green selection is the Botticelli Tarot, or the Golden Botticelli, excuse me. And this one also has some beautiful color in it, but it's really the greens that make this deck for me. I don't know why. Maybe the way that Botticelli illustrated, you know, flora and fauna. Like the leaves and the depth in the color of like shrubbery, and I mean, this isn't shrubbery, but you know what I'm saying. In the grass and things like that. Green makes me think of nature, obviously, of growth, and of kind of a harmony and like oneness with the living things on this planet, right? Green's also associated with what? Affluence, wealth, abundance, if you want to go further than just, you know, it's not just money. And I feel like this deck really shows abundance. Look at that. It's like, as I turn to this like tortured fool, I was gonna say like it's a really kind of almost utopian deck. Oh, I love this. I love this. Very grounded. So gorgeous. So Botticelli, or the Golden Botticelli, did it again, is my green selection. My blue selection is the Gift of Life Tarot. So in parallel to what green reminds me of, blue reminds me of the earth itself, not necessarily maybe humans' relation to it. It might remind me of humanity. Blue is a calming, nurturing color. It feels emotional. Oh, why am I doing that? And for some reason, yeah, the blues in this deck are the thing that came to my mind. You know, it reminds me of Earth because it's like the color of the ocean and the air, but it makes me think of it as a universal color of connection, of like humanity. I don't know, it's a human color. It's the color of, you know, peace. And maybe I feel like it's the human color because of its connection to water, right? And like how humans need water and all life needs water. So maybe it's not just humanity, like maybe it is the color of life. Okay, so the Gift of Life Tarot is my selection for blue. And my indigo deck is the Omni Tarot by Olivia M. Healy. Indigo is like the color of psychics and like the in-between and mystery. And this deck feels very indigo to me. There's like this mysterious quality to it and this otherworldly quality to it. I love its modernist art style. And the color compositions are like unmatched, so good. You can really tell that Olivia has a great understanding of design and like really knows her own style, and it just really shows through. This is probably my most fashionable deck, and I don't really mean like what they're wearing. I just mean it looks fashionable. It's a fashionable accessory, you know? So yeah, indigo is another color that reminds me of creativity, of like the third eye, of the mind, and where kind of the mind meets the soul type of thing. You get the picture, but this is such a special deck and definitely indigo vibes. That's the Omni Tarot. And lastly is Violet, and I picked the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. This was the limited edition from Kickstarter. Violet makes me think about emotions. I like how there's more of like a red violet here and more of like a blue violet here. Anyway, it makes me think about emotions. It makes me think about nurture. And that's what this deck is about. It's about community, family, friend, like relations. It's about growing up. Violet kind of gives you the space to feel and be. It has this tenderness to it. It's very creative. It's very dreamy. It's like the dream space. Like whereas Indigo is kind of the more psychic space, I feel like the dream space is more lucid. It's more like, I feel like Indigo is you're trying to get information and you're getting downloads, or you're connecting to other, and Violet is you're dreaming within your own capacities, within your own mind, within your own life, about you and the people around you, or what you want from life, or where you're going, or, you know, it's like your wildest dreams, your hopes, maybe a little bit of your fears too live there. So Cosmic Cycles is my pick for Violet, and that's my Roy G. Biv. Those are my rainbow decks. Just a quick, fun little tag. I'm really enjoying seeing everyone else's. I want to thank you for being curious. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being my friend. My mom's coming. I gotta go.